Now we're going to talk about the third rule that you can learn with connecting words. And these are actually not conjunctions, although they are on the conjunction handout, because we use them a lot like conjunctions to connect ideas together. These are called transition words. And these are words like however, therefore, as a result, but we can also use words like first, second, or finally, or in conclusion. And there are some words that show some kind of condition, like otherwise, and compare contrast, like on the other hand, or like finally could be like consequently, or like therefore, as a result. So there are many different vocabulary words that can become transition words. We can even make our own transition words using a time, like by 1992, comma, this was happening. So we can use something like that and make our own transition words. So these are the most flexible in vocabulary, but they're kind of the most strict with punctuation. So with transition words, we have two ways that we can use them. We have a clause, and then a period, a transition word, a comma after the transition word, and a second clause. In this way, we're using the two clauses, we're using the transition word to connect those two ideas together. If you want, you can replace this comma with a semicolon, which looks like this, and then we would not use a capital letter here when we start the new idea. We would just use a small letter. But that's pretty rare to do, but it is possible. It shows that those ideas are really connected. The second way that we can use them is at the beginning of a paragraph, we can use a word like first, second, or finally, or we can use in conclusion, or something like that to start a paragraph, and then we have the first idea of that paragraph, or the main idea of that paragraph. Usually it would be like the topic sentence right after that transition word. So that's a nice way to start a paragraph. You shouldn't start every paragraph like that because we want sentence variety, but you can start some paragraphs in this way. So I have an example sentence. I need a new car, period. Otherwise, comma, I can't go to work. So otherwise is connecting these two ideas together. We know another conjunction that we could use here, but we would use different punctuation, and that's or. So we can say, I need a new car, comma, or else I can't go to work. So otherwise has that same meaning as or else. Another sentence, I got a new car, period, therefore, comma, I can go to work. Yay! What word could we use instead of therefore? So, I got a new car, comma, so I can go to work. So we can use these transition words in a similar way to coordinating conjunctions to connect two clauses together. But the nice thing is we can also use these to start a paragraph. So we have just the transition word at the beginning, a comma, and then the first idea of that paragraph or the main idea of that paragraph. That's all for rule number 3. On our handout, these are in the right column, the column on the right side. So you can see a list of other vocabulary that you can learn. All right, that's all.